Here, we can squeeze. Yeah, it's a fine squeeze. That doesn't play amazingly as a call. Actually, I'm gonna call. Like, I think both are fine, calling and checking. Then people are just playing pretty badly post flop and not folding enough pre-flop. This should actually perform fine versus their ranges. And on the turn, we're gonna start betting as a bluff, obviously. We don't have to go too big. We can go small and then back on the river, basically. Yeah, especially this river. We're going back here. And hoping he doesn't hero call us. So wow, sevens. Look at that. Already running into that top of the range again. But yeah, I was especially targeting uh like yeah, his hands like 7x for sure. What else do we have there? His ace highs. I do think he can float with a bunch of ace highs. So yeah, he has some 8x in there. And then I guess from time to time I had like pocket sevens. Yeah, no problem. We don't mind. We don't mind. Hey, Resto Fox. Bit of a loose open ace6 suited, but should be fine. On the flop, we can bet pretty small against what I expect to still be really wide range. And then on the diamond turn, we would continue. If he checks, we just check. And we do win versus some hands, right? We do, like now King Jack gets there, which obviously sucks. He has, yeah, like he has some Queen X, some pocket pairs, but I do think we can still win here from time to time. I don't mind. Okay, pocket fours. Fine in your guys. And we can check raise, check call here this board. Against small sizing, I'll probably check raising. Once he checks on the turn, this is a really good card for his range. If we bet again, do we get worse to call, better to fold? Not really. And then river, we're gonna value bet. He can definitely have hands like ace queen here for sure. But we want to get value from a worse jack x, from maybe a king x he checked on the turn. There are not gonna be too many hands we can get value from, but I do think that he's gonna be pretty inelastic with his range. Ace king. We're gonna be 3-betting this. So a net here and the cutoff 3 bets here. Versus under the gun. Yeah, gonna fold. Like if a nutty player like in that spot 3 bets, he's basically doing that with hands like aces, kings, and then maybe queens, maybe ace king. So yeah, not feeling too great about flat calling there. Not feeling too great about 3 betting. So just folding with ace king, even though it's one of the best hands in the game. Exploitatively, I don't mind it at all. Can go for small c-bet. Here we get dunked into. We can just call. We got the draw to a straight flush. That's nice, obviously. Yeah, we still got some equity. We make straight. Interesting what he's gonna do against half pot. Can we raise here? Like if he has a flush, he goes bigger, right? So it's close. Like the thing is, if he shove, can he call us here with worse? Yeah, I think he can. So we're gonna go for some thin raise value. Hoping to get called by 2 pairs, by sets there. Again, I don't think he's gonna use that sizing with his flushes too often. Pocket tens. Gonna open here. Against an open, we can still 3-bet for value. Don't be afraid to 3-bet these hands. Again, like it sucks if you get 4-bet, but are people really gonna be 4-betting wide here? Not really, right? So if you're up against a range that's mainly like jacks, queens, kings, ace, you're not performing too well. Now here like this, I perceive this as really strong, but we're getting great price, right? 12 cents to win 68 cents. So yeah, we're just gonna try to hit the 10. Like on a board like this, we can bet, we can call one small c bet basically. Yeah, hoping he shuts down on the turn. If he shoves, Like this is close. This is close. Like it looks like a slam dunk call for sure. Let's see. Hmm. Do we think he can have a hand like ace king here 25% of the time? I don't think so. I don't think so. So we're folding. Gonna do some netty folding again. We're being pretty big nets today, but I don't mind that. That's how we should do it. How big was his stack, by the way? He started the hand with how much? Actually, I don't think I paid a lot of attention to his stack. Yeah, I think it was actually fine to get it in also pre-flop. I think that's perfectly fine against this range. Right, we can just call here. Should be perfectly fine, reasonable hand to play post-flop. Against half pot we can continue. We got a gut shot. We can have the best hand here for sure. We can easily improve. And it's not really a board we want to raise a lot on. On the turn, once he checks, we're gonna bet. Try to... I'm actually on check. Like, doesn't really see bet with like pocket pair. I don't expect that too often. So once he checks turn, I do think he can still have some king eggs that are not really folding. Maybe weak ace eggs. And we have showdown value, right? So yeah, glad I didn't bluff against this range there. Let's open up 8-7 offsuit as a steal, but still has some playability, especially if flop 2 pair. Against the recreational player, we're just gonna start betting big here. Try to get value. He has obviously some combination of 6-5 suited or maybe even 6-5 offsuit in his range. But we can still get value against hand like 5-4, 6-4, 7-6, 7-5, 8-6, maybe even 8-5 suited. Against a big bet though, yeah, I'm just gonna call. Pretty bad turn obviously here. Like if he was doing this with a hand like 5-4 or 7-5 or something, pretty not doing too well. Once he checks, definitely interesting. I'm just on check behind, not really bored where we can get a lot of value. And then the river we hope he checks. We're gonna go for some thin value versus ace 8, king 8 suited, hands like that. So pretty small sizing to try to get a crying call from those hands. And if we get raised, we just fold here. Don't think he's gonna turn enough hands into a bluff here. He might, who knows, but we're definitely not here calling. So yeah, I'm wondering, I'm expecting an oh wow, ace 4 suited. That's a station. How many hours have you been grinding today? I just started, mate. I started like half an hour ago on the stream. Gonna take it a bit easy. Tonight I'm definitely gonna be grinding my usual stakes. Friday evenings are always the best for that, so definitely. If you're gonna be playing, play tonight, right? Friday evenings, always good. Always good. Whatever stakes you play, it's always gonna be good on a Friday evening. Here on the turn we can do some raising for value for sure. Like when he min bets, it's like, yeah. What kind of hands he can do? He can do this with. Yeah, I can do this I guess with a queen, with a 10, maybe an 8. As some of those hands also have spades, so I don't expect him to fold too many. Well, he does fold some hands, but he can definitely continue with a bunch of hands there. So yeah, that's why we go for a raise. We're gonna make a note again. But yeah, the rest of my day was basically I had to go get my car. I had to edit the video from yesterday. Yeah. Got up pretty late, I guess. We can bet small for a bit of value protection. Like he can call with some ace highs here, and then river we just check. And yeah, we got the max versus his ace high. Definitely pretty stationy from him, for sure. Why is this not working, this Spotify thing? Let let me check this. This board we're gonna check. They can definitely have a bunch of ace x here. Just gonna check, try to get showdown, maybe go for some tin value. Once we see a bet, we're just gonna fold here. Like, not a lot of things going on. Again, they can have a bunch of ace x, so yeah, I'm done. Ace queen, we're definitely gonna be playing here, hopefully. Gonna be raising for value versus a limp. Don't just wanna give him free cards, right? Want to put some money in. This board is gonna hit him a lot, right? He's gonna have a lot of gut shots, a lot of pairs, a lot of open-enders. We also have an open-ender, but we can start off with a check call here. Don't really expect to have a lot of fold equity. We do have decent equity. We can just check call, see a turn, go from there. I expect him to check here a bunch of the times. If he does continue, like with this sizing, I guess we call. And if we hit our straight, we're just gonna donk. And yeah, if we don't hit our straight, we just hope he gives up with a hand like, yeah, it's hard to find hands he's bluffing with here, right? Which hands is he bluffing with? Yeah, pot is same. Yeah, okay, good to know. Here, we can go for check raise. We can just bet. I'm gonna start betting here. He definitely misses this board a bunch. Turn, I don't expect a lot of fold equity, but we're gonna give ourselves basically a good price to draw here. And river, we still win versus some hands. Wow, that's stationy. Ooh, ace queen. Alright, he's an unbeliever. He's an unbeliever. Like, yeah, I'm expecting those type of hands to fold on the turn. But I guess he didn't want to let it go. This flop we can bet small. We can continue on spade turns. Jack we could continue, but I'm just gonna give up. Got a lot of better bluffing candidates. And yeah, on the river we can definitely get him off an ace high, but I'm just gonna give up. Too bad. Too bad. But yeah, on the jack turn, like, he also has a bunch of queen jack, king jacks. On the river, I expect him to bet those, but I do think he can definitely also here call a lot there. So just gonna give up there. Here, 8-7 suited, we're gonna call. Flop, we're gonna be check calling. Turn, we're gonna be betting. It's gonna be tough to get value here though. I'm gonna go for the small sizing. Try to target those ace highs. And then river we check, possibly check call. Yeah. Like, he's not representing a lot. Like, which sixes is he checking on the flop? I don't know, 4-6 suited maybe? And then here he's basically representing a 6. So yeah. Holy shit. Getting destroyed. Getting destroyed. We can squeeze here. 2 unknowns. Yep. Should perform fine. The sizing should be a little bit bigger. And a little bit too small. Like, we don't want to give them too good of a price, right? And this guy can easily call, the other guy can also call. We're gonna be out of position, bloated pot. So yeah, that's why we should make it a little bit bigger there. One of them does fold, which is good. Flop bottom pair. We definitely want to see bet this board with most of our range. We basically can start turning this hand into a bluff here. We also don't mind if he folds his equity here with a hand like king queen or something. Perfectly fine if he folds. And we continue on the club turn for sure. On the 8 we don't continue. We still win versus some hands, some ace queens, ace kings maybe. We win versus, so we're going to check. If he decides to bet, I don't expect people to be bluffing here often enough. So we can just check fold if he bets basically. And river, gonna try to check it down. Hopefully face ace queen, ace king. Maybe ace 10 suited, even though I don't expect it too much. And yeah, we can't really hero call here, which sucks, but yeah. We are folding. Let's get some hands. Let's make some money here. Like pocket eights. One of the best hands we can get for sure. Gonna be 3-betting for value. With a recreational player being in there, I'm actually just gonna call. I do expect to basically make up for the slight EV loss by calling because this recreational player is in here. So I'm expecting to make a lot more money this way than if I would squeeze here and then get called by this guy and this guy also calls, and then yeah, we just get in just bloated pots with a hand like pocket eights. So yeah, I don't mind just calling, trying to make some money versus the recreational player. And yeah, hopefully now checking it down to the river. Against a small bet, we just fold. We can just call. Should perform well in position as a call versus small blind. Flop, we're just gonna check behind. We could definitely go for a small step here. It's not bad, but we also have showdown value against his queen highs, jack highs. Turn, we're just folding. Our sizing is gonna be 18 cents. Take it or leave it, Mr. Olaf, or like creepy Olaf. He's thinking. Okay, we're just gonna get it in here. Even though I expect people to be way too tight here with their 4-bets, still small blind versus button, 100 big blinds. I'm always getting in here with ace king, and we do face aces. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen obviously from time to time. And it's gonna happen more frequently on these stakes for sure. But yeah, that's just the way it is. It's not because somebody plays a lot of tables that he's a good player, right? Doesn't mean anything at all. Generally, those players, especially on the lower micro stakes, are still easily exploitable. You just have to know a bit how to play versus them. You definitely don't want to play the same way as you would versus a recreational player. You can actually bluff a lot more versus those people. So yeah, don't be afraid to do so. Here we're gonna call him 3 times. Can we raise here? Probably not, right? Like, I guess he can have hands like king 10 or something, but yeah, we're just gonna call, and yeah, run into trips. Obviously, it's not a spot that we expect our opponent to have a lot of trips. I expect him to mainly be full of bullshit. So yeah, no reason to fold there. So min bet half pot value. Perfect. Let's write this down and let's try to make some money here. This flop, that's not gonna hit him too often. He's gonna have some pocket pairs. He can have some sets for sure. But he's mostly gonna have like Broadway type of hands. Most of his pocket pairs are folding now. Can start putting on pressure. We can still get value from pocket 7s, pocket 4s, maybe pocket 8s peels, probably not. And he has some jack X, hands like king jack suited, queen jack suited, jack 10 suited that floated flop. Against those who want to start getting maximum value here. Against the raise though, is it gonna be one of those days again? Like yeah, we just have to call once. I don't, yeah, especially on this river I'm folding. Yeah. Like all his bluffs get there, he goes for a pot size bet. Is he doing this with king jack, jack 10, ace jack? No, right? So yeah, we can just easily fold. Oh, pocket queens, let's not fold this, right? That would be a shame. Right. Are you gonna 3-bet? Come on, go for it. Too bad. Here this flop we can do some check raising, we can just start betting. I don't mind check raising this board. He can stab some hands, he can overvalue some hands, and yeah, obviously we get it in. And it's gonna be a small sweat. Just got a dodge, a deuce, and an ace, and we do. Nice, nice. Yeah, let's 3-bet for value here. Sucks versus a 4-bet. Obviously, this hand, well, doesn't suck. We can just easily let it go. Gonna go for a real small 3-bet on this board. He can miss this a lot. But we're generally not gonna barrel too many turns, so here we just check, see a river, and if he checks, Like, yeah, I'm just gonna check behind. Don't really wanna bluff him here. And when he bets, we fold, even though he can definitely be bluffing white there. We just don't really have good hands to continue with there. Oh, queens. Not bad. Let me try this. Like, I'm trying to get so we've seen 8% 3-bet guy, but very small sample. We can just call here. I expect him to be pretty tight in his 3-bet. We still beat some hands like ace king, but we don't necessarily want to get it in versus range. Once he pot bets, we got a call here. Yeah. If we're up against aces or kings here, so be it. Yeah, I'm not folding here. Not loving the spot, but yeah. I guess he sometimes can have jacks, sometimes can have a bluff. So yeah, we do run into aces and kings there fairly often, I would say. But with queens, we just can't really get away from it. That's why I figured I don't have the balls pull the trigger at them. Yeah, you definitely need to find the ball sometimes. And you also can't do it in every situation, right? Still gotta watch out a little bit. Can't just go ham there. Yeah, we can start getting some folds by hands like pocket 7s, 6s, 5s. Those hands now can easily continue. I have some ace highs we could make him fold, but yeah, we're just gonna check. River we could potentially bluff, but he's also gonna have a bunch of 10x he called on the flop. So yeah, not really loving this spot. It's definitely the day of the queens today. Look at this. Let's hope we make some money with it again. And we get 3-bet again with queens, same as before. No reason to raise here. Want to keep in as bluffs. We expect him to be pretty tight. Yep. Just gonna fold this board. Just a really horrible board for us. Like, is he gonna bet that sizing with a hand like pocket jacks, pocket tens? Not really right. So yeah, just gonna fold. Definitely a different situation than earlier. I'll take this hand. Gonna see bet small here. Against the recreational player, I expect him to overfold massively. Turn, we're gonna check behind. Yep, just gonna check behind. And river, hoping for a check. If he checks, we can bet small. Once he bets, do you think he's bluffing here 25% of the time? Probably not, right? So yeah, we can just fold. No problem. Like, is he turning an 8, a 5 into a bluff? I like his only drawing hand, like 7-6 suited got there, right? So, yeah. Does he float this with king jack and then uses the sizing? No, right? So, can I just let it go here? This guy can have some kings. This guy doesn't have a lot of kings. So we bet really small, especially with this guy not having too much left behind to play for. And we can still continue on certain turns. I guess we can go like really small and then shove the river, right? I think that's a pretty cool play against a player like this. He insta calls though. Yeah, I'm just gonna give up now. Fuck it. Okay, he probably has a king, but I don't think he's planning on folding here. I don't think he's planning on folding. I'll take it. I'll fucking take it. Like, yeah, it's basically thinking like a gambler, right? Or like a degenerate. They're always like, I gotta make back my money. Like for example today. Let's take this as an example. Again, it's not the high stakes. It's 2-0 for sure. But like, let's take today. We're not doing that well today. We lost $3.20. A gambler or somebody would be like, oh, I lost. I need to be break even. I got to do everything to break even. I can move up in stakes, one buy-in, and I have a profit today. Wow, look at this. We get dunked into. Let's get some money here. Yeah, let's continue the story after this hand because obviously. Oh, okay, yeah. I hope this isn't getting stuck. We're raising. Come on, don't fold, dude. Don't fold. Shove it in with your ace jack, jack 10. But yeah, I expect him to have a bunch of hands like queen jack, king jack, 10 queen, suited type of hands. Yep. Come on, dude. You're not folding, right? You're not folding, right? There we go. He has the same hand, right? Oh no, he doesn't. 82%. Alright, guys, never cashing out. Just gotta fade a jack or a 10. So no jack, yeah, and a deuce. Like, hey, made some money. Finally. Woo. Finally made some money. So yeah, again, like I would do them off stream, but I would only do 2NL off stream, right? Once I get to 5NL, I'll probably just only stream 5NL again, and then if 5NL goes too slowly again, which it probably will, or if you guys maybe really like 5NL, I'll stay there. So yeah, then we can evaluate again, right? For now, it's like, again, if you guys want to see more 5NL or 10NL than this stake, I'll just play a bit on the side. Again, not cheating, not putting extra money in the bankroll, just doing it off stream, still playing. Here we're gonna go for a check raise. Got two overs, backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw. Don't expect huge fold equity here, but should be fine. Like for now, I'm definitely gonna keep it this way. We could go for small c, but we're just gonna check. Like it's basically way ahead, way behind against his range, and turn we're just folding if you bet. He can have sets, he can have straights for sure, but he's also gonna have a bunch of hands like king queen, queen jack that he might turn into bluff, but still with this hand, just gonna try to get the showdown and hope to win versus ace high or king high. I don't mind. I don't mind. Here we can squeeze. Possibly, probably, yeah, we can do this. It's loose, obviously, but I think it's fine in this spot. What I'm looking for, okay, chance to hit set in poker. Let's Google this. 7.5 to 1. Hey, right on it. 12%. Oh no, I said 7.5%, right? I meant 7.5 to 1. Yeah, fuck. I fucked up. Okay, we can just check this flop again. Same as always. If we bet, which worse hands do we get to call? Are they calling jacks, tens? Do they even have those pre-flop? What better hands can we make them fold? Are they folding an ace? So with these mediocre hands, we can check twice. If this guy bets, we can definitely call once, even though it doesn't feel great. The small sizing we can call for sure. He can do this with hands like 9s, 10s, 8s, 7s. So yeah, we can definitely call small sizing. Let's see what this guy does. If he raises, we just fold. I do want to see what develops here. I expect this guy to just fold. Yeah. So I would be confident in my call there. Definitely want to make a note on this guy. Calls 100 big blind all in. What a god. Gonna check call here with our middle pair. He bets pretty quickly. Still no reason to fold. Turn we're probably calling 2. Yeah, half pot sizing. We still beat some hands like 7x, pocket 8s in his range. Some bluffs possible. And on the river we just fold. This is so... These sizings are triggering me though. These sizings. But yeah, I don't expect to be good there too often. I don't expect a lot of fold equity. I guess we could raise there. Yeah, I don't think it's a horrible raise on the river. But yeah, just folding. 270 big blind, effective all in turn, he spikes to... Ooh. Ooh. That's a tough one, Resto. That's a tough one. But yeah, without those, the recreational players wouldn't be playing right. So you just have to suck it up, keep going, keep trusting in your strategy. Oh yeah, oh we're going for it here. I'm going for a 2 times pot overbet. Expect a bunch of hero calls from ace highs here. Yeah. Let's go. Ah, too bad. Too bad. It's definitely a spot where I can see a lot of recreational players go for a hero call. Let's try to get one more buy-in with pocket tens. Perfect. Perfect. Against the recreational player. Perfect. Perfect. Just call, dude. There we go. Flop, we're gonna check behind. Okay. We're gonna call once and folding most turns. Yeah. Alright, let's check. Let's hope we can get to showdown. That's a decent river. Okay. Let's hope we win versus... Like, what do we even win versus? Like... Ace high, ace king? Like ace jack? I don't know what he pot bets there. Wow, okay, okay. He was getting a bit spicy and then didn't continue. Pretty spicy, pretty spicy. But we made some money back again, finally. Nice, nice, nice. Up, up and away. Versus this sizing we kinda have to call. Versus this sizing we kinda have to call. Versus this sizing. Yep. And let's hope to win this hand. Woo! Nice, nice, we got him. We got him. Woo! I was planning on folding the river for sure. I was sweating it. I was sweating it. Okay. Again, in the long term, if your strategy works, you're gonna make a profit. But yeah, that's the thing. It's long term. You can't win every session, even on 2NL. You can't win every session. Here we're just gonna check. It's a board that he's gonna connect with a bunch of open-enders, a bunch of pairs. It's just really tough to get full equity, and especially with a hand like pocket fives, it's like, yeah. So here we're gonna try to get the showdown versus a hand like ace jack, ace queen, ace. Even though it's really good for our range, it improves a bunch of his hands, and we can turn this hand to bluff, I guess. I don't hate this, really. I really don't hate this. Why do I keep bluffing on 2NL? Why do I keep bluffing? I'm not even gonna watch my screen. I'm just gonna watch chat. Why do I bluff on 2NL? Oh, that's why we bluff. Hey, we took it down. Finally. Finally, we won a bluff. Whew. I was sweating. Whew. Let's do this. Let's do this. God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna stop believing now. Fucking hell. Really, dude? Where was my Full House Poker Stars? Was it that hard? Here on this flop, we can definitely do some c-betting. Yeah, I'm gonna c-bet this board. That's close with a hand like this, but he should still have a bunch of hands he can fold. Turn does change a lot, but if he has a hand like ace 9-8, 9x, uh, jack x, queen jack type of hands, he's definitely not folding. So we can start going a bit big here. He can still have some 10x in there for sure. But I'm gonna triple barrel for value here. I don't think he slow plays enough 10x or full houses. So yeah, gonna go pretty big here. Really try to squeeze out value from a jack x. Maybe an 8x finds a call here. And if he raises, yeah, we know what time it is, right? It's folding time. Hey. But yeah, we're not afraid to go for 10 value there on that board. Alright. We hit top pair, but do you feel great about the top pair? Not really, right? He can have two pair, he can have straights already, he can have better ace x. And if we bet, which worse hands call us? So yeah, we're just gonna check. Turn, we're gonna call. Not a great turn, but definitely not a worse turn. We can just call, evaluate river, give us an ace. No, give us a, I don't know, a flush, I guess. If he bets big though, I'm folding, but if he checks, I guess we go for 10 value again, right? Yeah, 10 value versus a king, basically. Okay. Or a straight, I guess. Could also still be in there. Ace king! Here we go. Here we go, boys. We're gonna be squeezing here. Gonna make it 24, 30, 36, about 40, 38 cents. Let's go. Just don't go call, 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 right? That's what we're trying to avoid here. I don't mind one of them getting it in or something, sure. But I'm definitely trying to avoid the call, call, call spots. Okay, we got one call, others are folding. Interesting board, we got the gut shots, we got backdoor flush draw, but it's definitely a board that's gonna hit him, right? He's gonna have a bunch of king queen, queen jack, ace queen type of hands. Still gonna see bet with this hand, with our gut shot. On this turn, we're gonna keep putting in the pressure on him. Check calling isn't great here. We can start putting pressure on a hand like ace 10, right? So yeah, we're gonna go pretty big sizing. And basically fold if he shoves. Maybe we get the right price actually if he shoves. But really want to start putting a lot of pressure on his hands like king queen, queen jack even might find a fold, even though I'm not sure. Checks might have a troublesome time there. And again, we have a lot of equity, don't forget that. That's definitely an important factor because we are gonna give up a bunch of hands there for sure. But that hand is gonna be one of those bluffing hands. Yeah, we can just call, see a flop. We had top pair, no reason to dunk here whatsoever. Again, he can still have a lot of better hands. And we also want to give him an opportunity to bluff here. Once he pot bets into two people, this already feels ugly, but I guess we're gonna call once. And I do expect him to check here a lot. And if he doesn't check, yeah, I expect him to be very value heavy. Which bluffs does he really have? Yeah, I guess we're gonna bet here on the river. I don't expect him to have any 8x. And we can try to get him off a chop here. I do expect him to still hero call a bit. But basically if he hero calls and he mainly doesn't have an 8, we're making money, right? And the times he's not hero calling. So yeah, definitely like this bet. Don't raise me though. Did we take it down? We did, right? Nice. Nice. Got him, guys. Queen 10 suited. Going for a check fold on this flop. Got not a lot of things going on. If we have like a backdoor flush draw, we can definitely raise. Turn, we're gonna bet, and river we're gonna give up. Trying to get him off a king x basically. And yeah, river we just fold. Take it down with your ace. Take it down. Pocket queens again for like the bazillionth time today. Not complaining though. Definitely getting better hands than yesterday. That's something. Gonna make it 4x his sizing and try to make some money here. Alright. And sing board, he's gonna have a bunch of 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s, jacks, all of those connect with this board. I don't mind check calling here to start off. Alright Lucas, thanks for joining, have a good one. Turn, we're gonna start betting for value. I do think he's at least gonna bet some of his 9s on the flop. So yeah, gonna be betting for value, trying to get value from hand like ace jack. Maybe an ace king gets a bit sticky, probably not. But yeah, I feel confident in my hand there. So yeah, have a good one Lucas. See you probably on Sunday, I suppose. And I guess we still have to do a session in the near future. Definitely hit me up for that. Small c-bet, this board is not gonna hit him too often. Pretty okay turn in a way, like we can check and like try to check it down versus an ace high. Half pot bet. Calls flop, half pot river. Calls flop, half pot river. Like he's not representing a lot of hands here, right? God damn it! Like how do? I need to stop laughing. I need to stop laughing. Holy shit! What a nice call. Fucking hell! How does he call so quickly? Alright, alright. Good job, dude. Well done, well done. Take my money. I guess we'll have to wrap up the session. It's gonna get too hard to get a profit today. Alright, pocket aces. Maybe we can get something happening, though. Maybe we can get something happening. Let's see. Come on, dude. Just shove it in there. Just go all in. Interesting flop. It's definitely gonna hit this range a bunch. Against recreational player, I'm just gonna try to get money in the spot. If he has to pair, if he has a straight, so be it. But I'm just gonna try to get as much money as possible from pair plus gut shots, player plus straight draws, top pairs, yeah, all of those. I should be able to get enough value from. Yeah, turn doesn't change much. Yeah, 6-5 suited gets there. Still wanna get money in this spot. Okay. Okay, I'll take it. Let's quickly go over the graph again as always. Basically, yeah, had like not much going on in the beginning. Here we basically lost with ace king versus aces, and then we slowly grinded it up again. But yeah, again, those hands like ace king versus aces can determine a lot of your session. That's just the way it is. That's poker. Still glad with how the rest of the session basically went. Did have a lot of decent hands. Did get a lot of value in a lot of spots. Not complaining with how I played in general. Yeah, again, red line not too great, but that is expected here when people just like to call down in a lot of spots. And blue line going decent. Besides then, yeah, this one part of the session, I guess. So yeah, not complaining. Let's go back to the results of the whole month. Where yeah, again, like yesterday and today wasn't too great. So small downswing here, but definitely expecting to get it up again. Look at this, like, ooh. Our EV line is so low. Ooh. But I'm not sweating it. This red line is definitely going down since yesterday, for sure. So yeah, maybe need to be a bit more energized, or I guess we just run into some bad spots. That can always happen, right? That's poker. Definitely not complaining with how the challenge is going so far. we still win at 10 big blinds per 100, and the sample size isn't amazing, I would say. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll just keep grinding here on 2NL. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream again. Have a nice one.